Hi guys, welcome back. So I know I said I was going to bring you my fashion segment, Brookie Boutique, which I am truly passionate about. But I wanted to give you a little story time. So for the sake of giving it a title, we're going to call this The Time I Actually Walked Runway Story Time. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because I like to think this story was truly my first step into realizing that self-love is a must and I didn't have enough of it. So let's get into this. Hi guys, welcome back. So just to put things into context, we're gonna give you a year. The year was 2019. We're gonna give you a time period. I would say September, October. For the sake of this, we're gonna go with October because the fashion show itself was in November. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because this story really brought a lot of light into me and made me realize that the inner child, the one everybody keeps talking about and makes you go, what are you talking about? Inner child? That inner child, she was not being well taken care of, and she makes a difference when you realize that she's there. So also it made me realize that there's a lot of girls that are out here and they're truly on your team. Alright, so let's go to the beginning of this segment to give you as much context as possible, story time wise. I'm really good at telling stories. Anyways, for the sake of this, I'm going to try to explain it as properly, as best as my memory serves, because it was one of those moments. I'm going to tell you, it's in here. I'm not sure if it's up here, but it sure as hell is in here. Anyways, so in October of 2019, let's say I just got out of a relationship, and that was the first time that I was like, who cares, you know, one of those moments, who cares? And I really wasn't there. I wasn't caring. And I went outside. I had on, let's say, a fitted pants, a nice crop shirt, and some heels, some booty heels, because that is my personality. Regardless of what I was going through, that's how I want to walk. I want to strut into your life, because I'm truly a person that goes, first impressions matter at all times. So anyways, walking, I don't know how I got into this situation, and I don't know nothing about it. Let's just say walking, I saw some girls coming down from upstairs. They also look like models. I'm like, oh, okay. They were like, I'm like, oh, you are so pretty. She's like, thank you. Yeah, we just came from the modeling thing upstairs. And I'm like, oh, there's a modeling thing upstairs. Yeah. You know, talking like, yeah, that's my place. Like, that's where I'm supposed to be. Anyways, decides to go, alright, we just remind me where it is. And they're like, yeah, the 4th floor, and it's for a company called Avec Designs. And truly grateful because they really did set a tone for me. Anyways, went upstairs, first time in my entire life modeling. I've always been a photo model. I'm a person that's very well on instructions. People like laugh, and I'm like, because I know it's a still image. I'm well aware of how it works. So it's like, so pose for a picture, smile, laugh, cry, be angry. I'm impromptu like that. But in the moment of things, it's not as easy. Not as easy. So went upstairs, he walked in. He's like, hi, you're here today to model for us. Or at least that's how I think it happened. I'm not, I guess, not 100% here, but here. Anyways, walked in. He's like, you're here for the modeling? I'm like, yeah. Nervous as hell. Never done this. Never walked. Like, yeah, walk in heels, but I never actually walked on a runway before. So opportunity was presenting itself, and I could not let it. I could not let it pass. No. So he's like, we were in a big room, and he was like, can you just go down and back up? So I walked and I went, you got this. Clop, clop, clop. Went down, came back up. He's like, no, you're not walking with enough attitude for me. Like, we need attitude. Give me a song. Give me a song that you like. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. I probably truly reinvented my love for BTS at that time. So I'm telling you what's that, I couldn't help but say a BTS song. He's like, no, that's it's nice, but it's too weak. So he gave me I don't know whose song it is, one of the drag queens, and he's like, wah, wah, yeah, yeah. It's basically like strut your stuff, yeah, yeah. Now, I'll remind you, I've never heard this song, so there's no possible way of me to channel the inner drama queen or whatever. So there's absolutely no way. And he's like, just feel it, go with it, listen to what he's saying, be fierce. And I'm like, fierce, got it now. My personality was fierce in person, but being instructed to do so, I'm just like, I'm actually really gentle. I don't know what to do. Okay, really fierce. And I walked, and I was like, generally inner diva, yes, whoa. He's like, we can work with this. Because honestly, when a lot of people see me, they're like, oh, yeah, this is the muse I want. This is what I want to see. So I was like, so I got it. And he's like, yeah, no, you did. And we just gonna have to work on your walk. And he said he'll talk to me. We got a message. Message came through, and I was extremely stoked. And this was the first time ever, like I said. Now I had to go practice for the modeling to how to walk. That practice alone brought a lot of inner feelings. I think I cried after the first or second practice, and it wasn't because it was hard. It was because it's along the line of becoming one with your body and loving everything about it. So when you're walking, now you're carrying that with you, you know, kind of energy. And let's say I did know how to walk, but I never knew how to carry anything with me, and it showed. Whilst there, I met beautiful, she's just amazing beyond her own understanding. I think, like, she's like, oh, I'm amazing, but I think and her name was Rajay, alright. And when she met me, it wasn't even, it was like click instantly. For her, it was like, love you, love everything about you, we're gonna work with this. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm here with this. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't as brave as I thought I was. Thinking I was brave, but never actually knew how to exhibit it. Anyways, we're practicing, and the part that struck me was when she said, you're gonna be posing, you're gonna be giving the camera life every time you walk. You have to basically slow it down, so when you take the picture, you get to see and feel and know who is what and where is what. And you know, she was like that. So I was doing it, and at this point, touching myself was an uncomfortable gesture. And I mean along the lines of vanity, yes, energy. Like, now it's okay, but before time it was like, it was uncomfortable. And she's like, no. So your assignment is to go home and basically figure out how to do it. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm the type of person, I will practice numerous times. For different reasons. I'll practice a whole lot until I get it right. So I came home and I felt bad. I felt bad because me touching myself felt so uncomfortable. It's like, you're just showing us that you love you. And that's when I realized I didn't truly love everything about it. It's like, I appreciate when you send a compliment my way. I thank you. But it was not. But it was. And then when I came home and I was looking in my mirror, I have a mirror, right? And I stood up and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, you got this. You got this. And then out of nowhere, my brain just went, what's wrong? Are you not okay? You're not confident in you? Do you not like you? What do you not like about you? Tell me. And then I literally had a moment of where I was just there and I just started to cry because all those thoughts were coming and I didn't know any way as to how to understand what they even meant. So we practiced, like, say, every 3 days or 2 days or something. So I went back to her And she's like, did you practice? I said, I tried. And she's like, okay, show me what you have. And then I was doing it and I started to cry. I started to cry because it was like, even touching you, I don't really like this much. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't feel confident about this. I don't, you know. That's the type of energy I was giving off. And she's like, oh my gosh, why are you crying? Come talk to me. And I was telling her, basically along the lines of, even though I'm okay with physical appearance, there's a whole lot of internal aspect that I have not dealt with. And she was like, I get that, and we're gonna solve that, because now she basically allowed me to realize it's a whole thing. It's a whole body thing. Your confidence is different when you truly know who you are. And she was like, basically, like, you gotta figure out who you are to walk in that glory. Because, and she was basically hyping me up. She's like, because you're freaking beautiful. You are beautiful and you're beyond. And you know, and she's like, you're this, you're that. And she's like, you're basically very interesting human being. And for the sake of me, I believe everything she was saying. There was nothing that I could question about her authenticity of what she was saying. It was 100% genuine shit. Genuine things. Sorry about that. So we were there and we were practicing, and let's just say I got more and more confident. She's like, I can see it in your walk now, and I'm so proud of you. And we literally advanced. So speed up to the day of the actual show. Nervous as hell, like I said, never ever modeled before. And the instructions that were given to me by the designer were not, your model. He's like, yeah, you're modeling my clothes, but at the end of the day, you're wearing the clothes, you know? And without your body in it, it's just a piece of fabric. He's like, just go out there and represent you, whatever. Just pull you and make sure you take my clothes with you, kind of energy. And that was the first time I had to walk down a runway, and that was such an exciting moment for me. When I was walking, I remember the ahs and the oohs and the lights and the cameras. And what's funny is I was just looking straight to the back. I ain't got time to look around. Well, I looked around because I saw someone in the audience. Anyways, I looked straight at the back, and I remember walking. I'm like, I know my siblings are out here and they're cheering. Everybody's woo! Tell you, I think I went deaf, because after a while I was like, nothing. I could hear nothing. I didn't know what else was supposed to happen, you know? Turned around, a lot of things didn't go the way we thought it was gonna go, but I was like, I'm carrying this outfit. This is my outfit. This is my outfit. I'm carrying this outfit with me. I'm not leaving this outfit behind. I'm walking with confidence, you know, executing this outfit to glory and maximum, because it was so pretty. It was so beautiful. There was a whole fetus on my back. There was so much happening. After I was finished and I came off the stage, I don't even know if I couldn't tell you if I buckled, if I didn't do the right procedure. I didn't do it. Practicing, I got it. I was like, ooh, and I was not a thin model, but I was still very, you know, thick or slim then. And when I was practicing, I got this, so I'm pretty sure I executed it exactly how I practiced, right? When I got off the stage, it was all, you did great, you were great, you're amazing. We did not win. We didn't even play. Let me just tell you that. We didn't even place. But I did learn the most valuable lessons then. And I did learn about self-worth then. And I did learn about what I think and what I say to me is the last factor for my development, which is why a lot of people see me and go, oh, you're kind of conceited. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And that's simply because my love for me is beyond what you are about to tell me right now. My appreciation for me is beyond what you think, because you weren't there when I wasn't here. And when I wasn't here, it was only me, and it was only me telling myself these things. So I'm grateful for the compliment. Thank you. And I'm not saying thank you because it's like, oh yeah, no, I know. No, I'm saying thank you for it. Genuinely thank you for realizing. But I've also realized so don't be mad at me because I realized. Anyways, guys, story time was basically about the opportunity that I got. God knows where it came from. Everything that I've learned about loving me and appreciating me and developing who I am. And to everybody who was there at that point, I'm extremely grateful. My old phone has a picture on it and I can't get on my old phone, so but extremely grateful. Hopefully I find all the other snippets from the year of the fashion show, but I don't know. But overall, the story was basically to realize that even if you, Hannah Montana has a song. You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind, that's just the way it goes. You can say goodbye or you can say hello, but you always find your way back. Well, home is you. Home is what you think of you. Home is how you feel about you. You can change everything about your external appearance, but if you don't change how you feel about you in here, it's gonna stick. Alright, so we're here to change about how we feel about ourselves in here. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know when your girl is posting. Hey, post